Calendaring and timekeeping has been an extremely necessary part of today with cell phones, alarm clocks, watches, planners, and calendars. These all have been created to help us keep track of our schedules. Even coordinating schedules with friends to have a get-together sometimes is challenging. Imagine trying to coordinate schedules of all the attorneys and judges that come in and out of the courthouse. A monumental task. So what does calendaring have to do with court-appointed counsel? What ties it all in for us is the technology behind it, a program called JCalendar. JCalendar takes busy schedules and resources like conflict attorneys and manages them for the 13th Judicial Circuit Court system. As a result, SoftWorks IS, contracted through WUSF, designed a powerful tool, JCalendar. JCalendar was specifically designed for the 13th Judicial Circuit, and as an addition to the system, the Conflict Counsel Registry.
Because JCalendar has evolved into more of a workflow management system, it's managing more and more of the daily operations of the courtroom. The system, because it is managing the workflow, has an additional plug-in that the judge can actually interact with the list, the rotation list of the Conflict Counsel Registry, and be able to click a button and appoint counsel right from their bench. The application has a common list that runs across all desktops. So if a judge doesn't want to utilize the application on his bench, the clerk can also utilize that same list, as well as the judicial assistant, in which they can appoint right from their desk, real-time or later on during the day.
If there's a need for a conflict attorney, the judge requests one on the record. Now, on the other side of the line, all requests are forwarded to a centralized location in the Court Business Center. CBC staff enters into the JCalendar Conflict Counsel Registry to locate and assign the next person in queue.
Because with that list of already qualified conflict counsel, you don't pick someone by name. It's a blind system in that regard. You just simply appoint the next person on the list, whoever that might be. And that list, the lawyers are appointed through that list. When one's appointed, they turn to the next one on the list. When that one's appointed, they turn to the next one on the list. Again, a blind process where the judge doesn't even have any say in exactly who it is. All he knows is he's appointing a lawyer who is on that list by virtue of qualification to be on that list.
Here's the scenario. A public defender has a conflict with the case at hand and needs to conflict off, or in other words, replace themselves from their duties with that case and have another attorney assigned, specifically with a privately contracted attorney from an approved list. To avoid overloading one attorney and to create equal access to cases, the JCalendar Conflict Registry system rotates the names automatically. When a conflict attorney has been assigned, their name moves to the bottom of the list and they are notified automatically of their appointment. Automation has been a key factor in compliance with Florida statutes, preserving integrity of an accurate list, rotation, and maintain efficiency. Speaking of efficiency, JCalendar again has expanded its purpose to manage conflict counsel. What about its use in its first development?
By registering onto JCalendar, this allows the attorneys to access the system from their offices, and that helps me greatly because it cuts down the time spent coordinating hearings by telephone.
In the civil division, we've got two basic uses for JCalendar. Both of these uses have been greatly beneficial to the judges and also to the lawyers that are using the system. The internal way that we use JCalendar is to set up our daily calendar. We're able to do it now with JCalendar much more efficiently and in a much more timely manner, so it helps us get organized for the day and prepare for our hearings. A much more exciting use for JCalendar, though, is what I call the external use. That's where attorneys for the parties are able to actually go into JCalendar and book hearings over the internet. The old-fashioned way is for the attorney's secretary to call my judicial assistant, and there's a lot of phone tag going on and a lot of wasting of time. So JCalendar helps us to dispense justice in a much more timely and efficient manner.